Hey everybody, I just want to do a quick video. My phone will stay. There we go. I just feel like I want to do a video on tribulation really quick. And I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't know if we're in the beginning or the end of tribulation. I have no idea. I don't know exactly how everything is going to go down. I don't know everything. But I do know that Satan has his army and God has his army. That's going to go down. They're going to fight. We have a lot of things to go through before they fight. I know that much. And I know that we have a lot to overcome as believers. And I feel like when it all goes down, there's going to be martial law. And whether they take our guns away now or whether they take our guns away during martial law, that's going to happen. Now, whether we all get nuked by North Korea or the 5G towers go off or, an MP, a electromagnetic pulse goes off or something and all of our phones go out, that's going to happen too. And our grid's going to go down. We're going to be in when that happens, we're going to be in some serious shit. And then, martial law is going to go into effect, and then there's going to be the FEMA camps and all the other camps that there are. There's more than just FEMA. I don't know what the other ones are called, and all these bunkers and all this other stuff, but there's going to be other camps than just FEMA camps. There's going to be all these other oddball camps. There's going to be lots of different camps for lots of different kinds of people. That's just how I personally feel about it. And when all this goes down, whether it be nuclear fallout or whether it be asteroids coming from the sky or whether it be 5G tower setting a fire, it's going to be a fire at the end. It's going to be a lot of fire at the end. I know that much. But it's going to get progressively worse and worse and worse. And right now we're just seeing the first parts of it. The Satan has such a small time right now. And he's doing everything he can to divide believers, to brainwash these young children, and it's been going on for a while now, but now it's getting progressively worse and worse and worse. They're taking God out of the school, they're taking God out of the government. We're getting our AI robot, we're AI robots, we're cloning, we're doing all this DNA stuff, we got chemtrails, we got all this wicked, deceiving stuff that we're doing to ourselves and our earth. To our food, too. And we wonder why we have all this cancer and all this other crap. We're seriously screwing shit up really bad, and it's not God's fault. He's gonna have to come in and take care of business and clean house. He's gonna have to come in and clean house, and all the wickedness is going to be gone. But where we're at right now, like with homosexuality, that's another thing that Satan's trying to use, and trying to, the church is starting to get more and more progressively wicked. And I'm not saying they're all that way, but I'm just saying it's progressing. It's progressing into this, and there's platforms being made right now for computer chips, for FEMA camps, for all this crap, and our children are being infected more and more and more, generation after generation after generation, into TV and social media now we have. And when in the 80s when I was there, it was just starting, with cell phones, and my grandma had the phone, each number, and it's just the more and more we progress into this digital world, the more and more we're disconnecting with humanity, humility, morals, relationship with God. It's just everything that's happening right now. The devil has a very short period of time. And everything that's happening right now is a platform for him right now. It's a platform for the devil right now. And that's what's setting up. The pitch is getting wound up. The pitch is getting ready to be pitched. If anything, it's in the air. And it's already been thrown. And it's in the air right now. And it's progressing. We need to stay strong. We need to be ready for these pitches. Because it's going to happen. And believers are going to have to go through it too. We're going to have to overcome a lot before Jesus comes. I think Jesus is going to protect. I think if there is a rapture, it's going to be the end of tribulation. Whether we're in the beginning or the end of tribulation right now, I don't know. But we have a lot to overcome and a lot to go through and a lot of temptations and stuff like that as believers to go through still. Before Jesus comes and lifts us up to the sky and then desolates the earth. That's what's going to happen. That's what he's going to save believers from, is the absolute desolation of the earth. Like, it's already bad enough as it is right now, but it's going to get worse. Unfortunately, it's going to get worse. When I prayed about it really, really, really hard about that a couple nights ago. And I felt this small, calm whisper in my mind that said, we got a lot to go through. And I just cried and I sobbed because it's like, I don't want to go through any more of this crap. You know? I want to be done. I want to go home. But unfortunately, it's going to take a lot more than this for people to wake up. And God wished that no one to perish. It's going to take a lot of darkness. The platform's set right now for Satan, but it's going to take a lot more for unbelievers to believe. And God wished that no one to perish. God wished that everyone come to repentance and believe in Jesus, Yeshua. You know, so it's just, that's just the way it is, guys. You know, I've got gay friends, I've got Hindu friends, I've got the whole Zen friends that meditate. I've got all different kinds of friends and different religions, races, and everything. But I don't have time to sugarcoat it anymore. I don't have time to sugarcoat it anymore. You need to get right with God, get right with Jesus Yeshua. Because he's our only hope. He's it. I don't know how many times I can tell that to people. Because I used to sugarcoat it. I used to go, oh, well, you know this, and oh, no. I don't have time for that crap anymore. Jesus Yeshua is it. He's our only hope. I don't have time. And also, when that's why I try to we need to be strong in this, because there's a lot more work that needs to be done, and we need to be strong in this, and we need to come together through this. And whenever shit does go down, just remember, don't go to FEMA. It's gonna look good, because it's going to be really rough. It's going to be like the Book of Eli. We're going to be starving. We're going to be, every day, we're just going to wish we had a drop of water, you know? And FEMA's going to make it look so much easier. They're going to go, if you take the chip, because they're going to have so many people now at these camps, at FEMA camps and all these other oddball camp names, they're going to have a hard time keeping track of all these people. So what they're going to do is they're going to chip you, so they can keep track of you. That's what's going to happen. And the only places that are going to have any power are going to be these camps, as far as like grid power. All the rest of the gridlock is going to go down. They're not going to have full, complete like electricity power, but they're going to have some of it to where they can work with like these chips and stuff. They're going to have it to where they can do certain things. You know, they're not going to have a full grid, because the grid's going to go down. It's going to go down eventually. That's just how I feel about it. And that's when martial law is going to come in. That's when they're going to take our guns. And that's when they're going to start pushing people into FEMA camps. And that's when people are going to start running to the mountains. To the mountains. To the mountains I go. That's all I got to say about that. And, you know, it's just, we need to be strong through this. Don't go to FEMA, because it says in Matthew chapter 6, verse 26, behold the fowls of the air. Fowls of the air are birds. I think in the English or the other translation, I can't remember which one, it says the sparrows of the air. And when people go duck hunting, they call it waterfowl. That's why they call it waterfowl when they go duck hunting, because that's what this is. Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns. Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? So that's basically saying, like, he takes care of the sparrows, he takes care of the birds. Why would he not take care of you? Like, he took care of Elijah in the wilderness. He took care of Elijah in the wilderness when shit was going down. Like, and he had Elijah go out into the wilderness. And the crows took care of him. The crows brought him meat and manna. Like, what was it, the 40 years of Exodus? A removal of the people? Like, he fed them manna. So he'll take care of his people. He's going to protect his people through all of this. So we need to be strong. Keep our full armor of God on. Keep our faith, our shield of faith, to shield us from all this crap. Because the devil set his platform, and then all this crap's coming. The pitch is in the air. It's coming. He's already wound up and through the pitch. It's coming. So, and I know we all feel it. So that's just how it is. That's how I personally feel about it. And if you don't take that chip, then you're going to be out in the famine and pestilence and starvation, and they're going to make it seem like they have all this stuff to help you, and really it's only going to be a little bit better in the FEMA camp for a little tiny bit longer. And is it really worth taking that chip for it just to be a little bit better for just a little tiny bit longer? No. And they're going to make it seem like you don't take this chip, you're going to have absolutely no food and absolutely no water. God will protect you. God will send you to the water. He will tell you how to take care of yourself with all this stuff that's getting ready to go on. We just need to keep our faith and stay strong and learn from each other and stay united and stick together as believers. We need to stick together. We need to stick together in this. We're going to need each other more than ever. And when the end really comes, it's not going to matter. Our opinions are not going to matter. What's going to matter is each other. What's going to matter is Jesus Yeshua. That's what's going to matter. Jesus Yeshua and each other. Not our opinions. I guarantee you when shit starts going down and being scary, and I don't care if you're a believer or not, we're all going to be scared, okay? It's not about whether you're scared or not. It's about standing back up and doing what needs to be done. It's not about falling down, or how did they say it? It's not about falling down, it's about standing back up again. It's not about being fearful, it's about being scared and still having the courage to move forward. That's what it is. And so if somebody wants to say, oh, if you're scared, then that means you don't have faith in God? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Everybody is going to be scared when shit hits the fan. Everybody is going to be scared. Your dog's going to be scared. Your wife's going to be scared. Your kids are going to be scared. And I don't care how tough of a man you think you are, you're going to be scared too. But we need to be strong through this. And that's what's going to matter. When we're scared and all this is going down, we're not going to be talking about, oh, this opinion and that opinion. No, we're going to be praying to God. We're going to be holding each other. That's what's going to matter. And I totally believe that. That's what's going to matter. So let's stay strong. Let's put our armor of God on. Let's get ready to fight the good fight that we've already been fighting. But we're really going to, the fight is going to get harder and harder and harder. So let's just stay strong. Do what you need to do to stay strong. Whatever you need to do, do it to stay strong. And I love everybody. Love and peace.